What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another live watch party taking on the Blues here tonight. And we're so excited to have you guys alongside for the ride. 2 more streams, well, including this one this month, and then we'll get December's schedule up as it's been fun so far out of the gates covering this Minnesota Wild team, and lighting's good. All right, we got Ode to the North Stars here. We got some coffee. Oh, I know what I messed up on. Beer after the first period. That's not what I messed up on. What's up, Mateo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, get your goal predictions, get your score predictions, vote in the poll question. I think Minnesota Wild 4-2 in this one. 4-2 in this one. And every time that the puck has dropped and I've had Kaprizov on the desk, we've won. So Yankee swap there. I don't know what luck it brings. I'm decked out in Waggle, North Stars, Kaprizov. We're gonna kick the hell out of the Blues here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, appreciate you guys for joining. Puck drop here momentarily. I'm actually just gonna switch up devices. I'm gonna watch it on a bigger screen. Hope you guys are having a good week here. And yeah, get your score predictions in. Like I said, 4-2 Wild. And yes, I know every stream thus far, I have picked the Wild to win. And I said I wouldn't do that throughout all season. And I won't. There's going to be some games where I'm like, okay, I'm coming off a back-to-back or something like that. Well, I'll be realistic. But honestly, I'm keeping it real. The Wild have been good. I think they've been able to ride momentum well. They've had like a few stinkers here and there, but I mean, shoot, even the Dallas game, close. What's up, Soto? What's up? Hockey from home, Urban, good to see you. 8-5 Hartsey hat trick. Damn, you think this is gonna be a high scoring one here? I mean, perhaps. UI Goku, I'm only watching the stream because for some reason it's not on TV on the channel that it's usually on. All right, well, we'll get to the play-by-play here in just one moment. I was watching on my little iPad screen, and it's just too small, so I'm firing it up here on the laptop. But yeah, we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction to all the excitement here tonight, and we appreciate you here, UI Goku. Hockey, peacing and outing, very on brand. Good to see you, Hawk from home. Damn, I hope Ovi recovers soon here. A knee injury is just the worst. It's just the worst. 8-7 Wild. Both of you think that this one's going to be a high scoring one. Damn. All right. I'm not quite there personally. Oh, look at that. Just in time. And 4-2, I think, is realistic. I mean, maybe the Wild get a fifth. And that's the empty netter. And, you know, given how Kaprizov's been playing this year, he's probably going to get the empty netter. So there you go. Oh, man. 6-1 Wild. All right, I'm down for it. Let's have a high-scoring game. Doesn't seem... Okay, Boldy on the top line. Eriksson, Kaprizov. Rossi, Hartman, Johansson. Gaudreau, Trennan, Foligno. Kuznetsov, Lauko, Jones. And again, I'm pretty sure flash score here, which I'm using to put up on screen. They just draw their data from, I believe, not like what's reported by like Russo or whatever. But, anyways, so he might have the updated lines, but. So far, they have been pretty accurate. Ben Jones getting a point tonight. Let's go. I'm down for it. Puck drop is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Again, smash that like button. We're going to be giving you guys commentary all throughout this game. Seth Topo of Locked On Wild may join us during intermission. We shall see. But like I said, puck drop's coming up here. And Of course, add. Thank you, ESPN. How's everybody's week going, by the way? How's everybody's week going? Appreciate you guys for joining. And another good month for the Minnesota Wild, man. Another good month for the Minnesota Wild. Cannot complain with how great this season has been thus far. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Puck has dropped 20 seconds in. And the Wild trying to get it out of their zone. So I'm just updating. Ticker on the bottom of the screen here. Then we'll get right back to the play-by-play, guys. Again, let me know your score predictions in the chat here. Oh, what is going on? Sorry, we'll get right to the commentary. We had this last time, right out of the gate. Had some issues. And then we were good the rest of the stream. So give me one sec, guys. I will have the updated score up on screen here. Flash score will be up on screen. I'll have the period as well. What's up, Sota? Good to see you. Long day, not going to lie. A few things. YLV Boston is Cook firing another good coach. And what is JT Miller? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with JT Miller. All right, here we go. We're back. 1905. Wild bringing it through the neutral zone left side. They dump it. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening with JT Miller. I didn't know that there was anything afoot. Nothing was really teased. And I listen to more Minnesota Wild news and podcasts and things like that than I even do Vancouver. Like I have my regular one. Blues have it at the blue line. Blues right side shot through. That doesn't hit the net. 18:42 on the clock. Blues doing a good job moving the puck in. A nice save early. Blues still have it right side. Wild having a tough time early breaking this up from the Blues. Blues back to the blue line and they get it out. But yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised. In regards to JT Miller. Hope everything is okay and, wish him the best, man. Blues bring it up the left side. But yeah, there was a lot of hockey news. Broken up. 18:06. Yeah, already 4 shots on net for the Blues. Wild sending into the neutral zone. Blues solid man-to-man coverage, but Wild sneak back with it and almost misplaying it there was Jordan Binnington. Wild get it back over the blue line, but that's going to be offside. We're going to whistle, and that will give me one quick second to update this. All right. Already being tested early. Good to see you, Isaiah. Thank you so much for stopping by the fight stream this weekend. Wild win the face-off right side. Send it deep in the zone. Blues play it, but Wild keep the puck behind the net. It trickles out. Blues, can they get it out? And they do. Up the right side. Chasing after it. 2-on-2. Brock Faber with it. Being checked, but able to hold on. Backhand up the right side while able to touch it. So they bring it in okay. And here comes the forecheck. Good job by that fourth line. But I'm unable to get anything going. And I've said this before. When Tren and Lauko, Kuznetsov are out there. And I know things have been shaken up here, but 2 of those 3 are out there. They do a great job of, and Kuznetsov honestly, man on man, and just a little bit more skilled than both of them for sure. But they do a great job forechecking. They do a great job of breaking up the play or bringing the puck into the offensive zone, and they just can't set up on anything. You hate music, damn. 3-5. So for who? The Wild or for St. Louis? Yeah, you have had a long day. I woke up to a text from Mateo, which I'm glad everything worked out. 16:21 seconds on the clock. Oh, and a tip opportunity by the Blues, and that doesn't get through. Wild fighting for it. Left side. Pass up to center, which usually is the shaky play, but there's no one around Eck, and Eck bring that puck into the offensive zone. Can't fight off all the Blues zone. He's going to go for a change. 15:57 on the clock. And we're going to get a whistle. Damn, Gustafson has been tested early, ladies and gentlemen. Holy. Again, keep the comments coming. Love the interaction. $15:53 on the clock, first round. Period. Damn it. Oh, I was calling rounds periods on the weekend, and now I'm calling periods rounds here. Wild have it on the left side. 3-2 Wild. Let's go. Sota with the Wild. Let's go. Locking it in. Blues doing good. They haven't set up or had opportunities like they've had, other than that one tip, like they've had in the opening frame of this period. Wild kind of back to doing what they do. Tight defense in their own zone. And the Wild bring it up into the blue zone. They leave it back right side. Nice little play there to try to get a tip play up front as well. Don't get it done, but a pass back to the blue line and a shot trickles to the left. Looking to get another shot on it, and Middleton can't bring it to the net. But the Wild still have possession. Shot from outside the circle. Doesn't hit the net. 15 on the clock. Wild still have it. Ring it around the boards. 14:53. Wow, this is a great opportunity for them here. They're able to pressure. Couple minutes, almost 2 minutes here of attack time. Wild even able to start changing as they keep that puck in the offensive zone. Cycle around and around the boards and trying to get a pass in center, and they're getting a little too greedy there, but Middleton able to keep that puck in, and they are able to keep that puck in around the net as this change is trying to be completed. And the puck gets broken up at center. Sliding down into the Wild zone, but they were able to get a change and now resetting here. Damn, must have been a bunch of tired Blues players. 14:07. Guys, if you're watching on Facebook or X, come over to YouTube. Who's Ottawa playing again? Puck broken up in the Wild zone. Again, Blues able to hold on to it, but lose it, trying to send it back to the blue line. Nobody there. Blues back with it. 2 men skating through center. They're going to dump it in and get a change. 6 shots to 1 for the St. Louis Blues. Wild with speed up the left side. They dump it in. Goaltender looking to play it. Was pressured. Blues back with it. Carried through center. Dumped in around the boards. 2-on-1. Again, Wild doing what they do best here. Breaking up the play. Regaining possession. And getting it out of their zone. They are forced here to play it back and slowly make the breakout. Blues still have 1 man pressuring. 3-1 Edmonton. McDavid 2 goals, man. He's just on fire. Kaprizov back at it. Kaprizov trying to hit his man on the right side. Doesn't land cleanly. But a pass back to Middleton and a shot. Not sure if the goaltender got a piece on that, but my God, he flashed the leather. No one out in front to regain the puck there, but Wild trying to break up play. Neutral zone. They aren't able to break it up in the neutral zone, but right above the blue line in their zone, they are able to. They regain possession right back to the attack. Is this first line. Kaprizov. Looking for his entry. Trying to find Boldy on the left side. Couldn't find Boldy, but Eck now with it. Eck, Boldy. Boldy right side, neutral zone. Looks like the Wild are going to begin a change. 12:02. Man, this period just flying by. We're almost halfway through it. Rossi, left side. Reinforcements arrive. Rossi sent it back, no one there. Puck trickled into the neutral zone. Wild sent it right back in the blue zone, right in front of the goaltender. Wild get it back in the neutral zone. Send it back to their defender. Nice play. Johansson. Pass tried to go around the net. Broken up. Oh! A little bit of a hit there. on, I think that was Johansson. Everybody digging for it. Okay, so yeah, Hartman, Johansson, Rossi on the second line. Shen, Hartman, everybody kind of digging for it in the corner. Puck finally gets loose. I think it was the Wild that sent it around the boards. Wild have it. Back to the blue line. Shot. Can it trickle through traffic? Oh, it does, but St. Louis finds it, and we're going to have a whistle. First line looks like they're going to get back out on the ice. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate you guys. We do a bunch of these watch parties every single month. We're going to be covering the Edmonton game coming up here next, and then we will post the December schedule. We'll have a busy December month, and we also post videos on this channel every single day. Full episodes from Sota podcasts, like Fellowship of the Rink, MNCAA, Judd's Buds, and now the State of Hoppy, which we got to get that back on tap, so to speak. But anyways, appreciate you guys. What time do I wake up? I wake up pretty early, 6:37 usually. If sometimes I'll sleep in, but me sleeping in is like 8 o'clock these days. But generally 6:37. All right, commercial break right now. The first big TV timeout. And again, 4-2 is what I said. Wild haven't been getting too many shots, although they're starting to get their rhythm back here. They had one opportunity where they were able to cycle, and it was almost 2 minutes. There were some tired legs from the Blues there. The Wild maybe should have just kept pressing versus trying to complete their change, which at that point, like, the Blues have way heavier legs than you, but I digress. Blues 5-3. In fairness, the Blues have only gotten one more shot on Gustafsson, and I'm not sure if it was the tip or not, but that was definitely a great opportunity. But they had 4 shots in like the first, 2-3 minutes? Just a barrage of opportunities on Gustafsson. He weathered the storm, and the Wild have gotten into their rhythm, been able to break up all the plays since. 3-2 Wild. Let's go. All right, they got this year. Showing stats of, around this time, if the Wild had this many points, they made the playoffs, or they didn't make the playoffs, or whatever. All right, 11:04. Face off to the left of Jordan Binnington. Wild have it. Try to send it back up the left wall. Broken up by the Blues. 2-on-3. Blues still have it right side. Send it back to the blue line, and just a slap shot from the blue line. Rebounds left. Blues have it. Who's going to check them? Looks like there's like some miscommunication here by the Wild on who's checking who here. They're starting to get tangled, but a nice block there. Good job. It was blocked, and Boldy up the left side. Boldy looking for someone. Boldy tried to shoot, held onto it for a little too long there. Deacon his way through, and St. Louis are right back in the action. Drop pass, not clean, but sends it right back around the boards. Wild regain it. A pass sent to no one, and Blues now have it. Hey, what's up, Jason? It's hockey season, my man. Big shout out to Jason Bryant. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? The channel freezes in Ottawa. You should come skating this year. I won't probably be able to make it to Ottawa this year, but maybe next during the winter. I think I skated it when I was a kid because I have some family in Ontario, and I've gone to Ottawa a few times. 9:36 on the clock, and nice forecheck here by Goudreau. Goudreau can't do wrong this season. Back to the blue line. Puck trying to send it in deep, and Goudreau looking for the rebound, and the save by Binnington. God, Goudreau cannot do any wrong, ladies and gentlemen. He was so close to shoveling that one in. 4 shots for the Wild, 6 for the Blues. How good has Freddie Goudreau been this year, guys? Unreal. Bennington scooping that one up. Gaudreau, 9 points, 2 goals, 7 assists. Damn. Kaprizov, though, just on another planet. 31 points in 17 games. Boldy with the 10 goals. Love to see it. Rossi, 14 points. I mean, off the first line. I mean, let's see if he still contributes. I certainly think he will. I mean, he was contributing last year. He was contributing last year, not on that line. And it's just great to see Freddie Gaudreau back in action. Relatively healthy. I mean, more than he was last year. And I mean, the bottom six, not a lot of offense. I would say, like, from him and I guess Foligno, right? Like, I guess those are going to be the guys. Those are going to be the guys who are the offensive threats in the bottom six. But Gaudreau's really been that. And on the second power play unit too. I mean, the way he's been playing is great two-way, and it's been loud offensively thus far. I mean, for third and fourth liner, so I'm happy with it. Smash that like button if you haven't already. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, come over to YouTube. This is where all the action is happening. Come over to YouTube and check out some of our videos later after this stream. We've had some videos drop today. Full podcast drop tomorrow for Fellowship of the Rink. It's going to be awesome. Every episode's awesome. All right. Yeah, that was the first long TV timeout. We had the second one of the first period. 9:21 on the clock. Blues have it. Nice shot in the Wild zone. Rebound. Behind the net. Nice check from the Wild. Fighting for it in the corner. Blues able to get it back to the blue line. They send it around the boards. Blues back left side of the blue line. Right side above the circle. Shot. Nice save by Gustafsson. Absorbs that one in the pads. And just like that, we reset. Still a scoreless game, ladies and gentlemen. Still a scoreless game. Early offense. And just a barrage by the St. Louis Blues while they're able to weather that storm. Gustafsson in particular. And look good so far. Shot from the outside. Doesn't get through. Blues still keep the puck in the zone, and they can't there. Nice job by Kuznetsov, battling and bullying his way into the offensive zone. Eventually 2-on-1, and he loses it. And here come the Blues right side. Blues looking for a pass broken up. Just kind of bounces through some skates, and the Wild get it back. Wild, almost a nice bounce pass off the board. But last that doesn't get to his man. Broken up, and the Blues finish their change as they restart their breakout. 8:12 on the clock in this first period. Wild get it back in their zone. I mean, they're so good at breaking up the play. Even if they have to play a little physical, they have it in the corner, looking to try to set up, but the Blues are on them. Wild have it right side back to the blue line, and unable to handle this one. They lose it. One of the forwards gets it back to center. Shot and goal! Score! Broken play, but Hartman gets it. Faber lost it, sent it to the left side, barely squeaks over the blue line, and the Blues are kind of just frazzled there. That happened so fast. A bouncing puck in their favor, then not, as we see the replay here. Let's go! So you can see Faber loses it there. Puck goes to the left. Hartman gets it. Oh, and the shot trickles through. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is 1-0 Minnesota. And Hartman with the goal. There you go. You love to see a puck dropped, and the Blues have it after They win the face-off. 4th goal of the season. All right, we got to get some sort of emoji in the live chat here, whether it's the forest tree or a friggin' bear or, I don't know, some stars. What else is in the logo? There's the river. I fucking called it. Hartsey stays undefeated against the Blues.
Exactly that.
Face-off to the right of Binnington and won by the Blues. Blues doing well in the face-off dot so far. At least that's what the eye test tells me. Yes, they are. 6-1. 6-1. Blues, left side, back and forth between the defensemen. Play broken up, and they're going to have to retreat. 7 minutes on the clock. And the Blues come up the left side through the neutral zone. Drop pass outside the circle. Try to pass to center, and a great job filling up those lanes by the Wild. And the Wild finishing up their change. Pass to the neutral zone. 2-man defending for the Blues. Wild can't get that through. They send it up the boards. Blues have it. Blues long pass through the neutral zone. It is onside, but no one else there to retrieve that pass. But they dump it in, and a sharp angle shot. I think it was more of a pass to center that was broken up there. But regardless, Wild come tearing through the offensive zone. Shot by the Wild. Blocked by one of the Blues player fighting for it. Left side of Jordan Binnington. Now in the corner. Wild get it back. Foligno sends it around. Bogosian sends it back up the board to Foligno. Foligno sends it around the wall and broken up. Puck picked by the Blues, but the Wild able to keep it back in from the blue line. Trying to backhand it in deep, but broken up by the Blues. Blues coming through the neutral zone with relative ease there. Now both teams are going to get a change. He's been leaky early. No Marc-Andre. I mean, Marc-Andre could just come off the bench and fight him, eh? 5 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. Blues break up the Wild play there. And the puck is going to go the length of the ice. And we're going to have an icing on that call. Yeah, I mean, I suppose Fleury could just pop off the bench and fight Binnington. I mean, I'd be okay with that. I'm sure he would get quite... I mean... What do you think his suspension would be for that? Draw to the right of Binnington. Wild win it. Wild with possession. A shot. 5 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. In the corner. 4 guys battling. Boldy in there as well. Puck breaks free, and the Blues end up getting it. Automatic 10 gamer. We don't need Fleury right now anyways. We got the Gus bus. Boldy, right side. Sends it down the boards. That was a nifty play by Boldy. Around the boards. Kaprizov shot. Eck looking for the tip. Doesn't get it. Blues regain possession. 2-on-3. Blues right side. Blues shot a drop pass. No, they send it around the boards, but that's broken up by Minnesota. Kaprizov still there, and I think he's going to get a change. No, Kaprizov forced to stay on the ice as the Blues enter the Wild zone. Pass shot from center. Not sure if they got through, but Gustafsson was tracking it. Rossi with Kaprizov on his left. We got a 2-on-1 and a shot by Rossi and blocked and saved by Binnington. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. We're going to have a face-off, I think, to the left of Binnington. And that second line's likely going to take it. Likely last TV timeout here in the period. Damn, fun start. Fun start. Good game. No complaints on my end. We'll check in on the box score between periods. And I should actually check here. For friend Seth Hopewell is going to be joining us for intermission. If you haven't already, go check out his channel. Go check out his podcast, Locked on Wild. And I don't know if it's going to be back in the summer or just when I have some time, but like the Sota Pod, it's not retired. It's just on a hiatus right now until I have more time to work on it. But we'll get some Sota Pod episodes coming soon, especially around Christmas time, I think. Automatic 10 game ramps. That seems too much. That seems too much for a goalie to come off the bench and fight. I mean, what if your goalie is just like, I don't know, actually. Like my mind went to 5, and I was like, I think 5 is fair, but 10, I don't know about that. Sometimes even your goalie's got to police the game, right? Sometimes even the goalie's got to police the game. There weren't many that did it. Oh, you gotta believe that John Hines just loves doing these interviews right now. Oh my god. And I say that very sarcastically. That's the rule, though. I don't like it either. 3 minutes and 59 on the clock. I think for goalie, it should be 5. I think that's fair. All right, second line out there to take the draw. Yeah, to the left of Bennington. And the Blues win this one. The Blues, they've been really good in the face-off department here this game. They are going to ice it, though. They are going to ice it. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Oh, man. And the Oilers just spanking the Senators. They score another one, 4-1. Sheesh. Sorry, Isaiah. I know the Sens are your team. Puck trickles all the way down the ice. Gustafson came out pretty far to play it. Blues, they have it in their zone, left side. Shot. Rebound. Rebound goes right side around the net, and the Blues are able to retrieve it. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Wild have it. Defenseman pass through the neutral zone up into the blue zone. Young Marco has been phenomenal once again. And puck's going to go up and out of play. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Jordan Binnington. Like a pretty good pace and a pretty good flow early. Early in this period. It's been a little choppy and slowed down since, but I feel like that always happens at the end of the period. 3 minutes and 14 on the clock, and the Blues win the faceoff again. Nice moves from the Blues defender, able to keep it. Shots 7 apiece. So though the Blues came out strong, came out aggressive, Wild have been able to tie things up and lead where it matters most in goals. Blues still doing a lot of work here, keeping the puck in the zone. Wild trying to set up here. Back to the right side. Back to center. Shot. And that's going to go up and over. Gustafson also playing phenomenal this year. Man. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We're going to have a draw in the Wild zone. Again, big shout out to all of you joining us. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter/X, get your ass over to YouTube. Join our live chat here. And don't forget to vote in the poll question as well. It's simple. Who wins? Who wins? All right, draw to the left of Gustafson, and another one won by the Blues. Puck trickling in the center, and Kaprizov's able to come away with it. Kaprizov turns back to Middleton. Middleton back to Faber. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Middleton with it. Up, center. Tipped in. Kaprizov trying to find someone at center. Unable to capitalize. Middleton can't keep it in. And the Blues are going to poke it length of the ice. Gustafson sends it across the board. Nobody there but a blue, but The Wild now fight for it. Middleton back with it. 2-on-1. Delayed reaction that someone needed to go back and help them, but the puck goes back to the blue. Blues left side, right side, outside the circle, and a shot and beautiful save by the Gus Bus with 2 minutes on the clock. Damn. Gustafsson has been outstanding in this first period. We're going to get another face-off. 4-2. That is my goal prediction. And I think the Wild take this one. Let me know yours in the live chat. 2 minutes on the clock, and let's see if the Wild can win a damn face-off. Sheesh, and they're fighting for it here. They're fighting for it, and they get it. They get it. A hard-fought and well-earned face-off. My God. And don't tell me that's offside. I think that's going to be offside, or do we have a penalty here? Offside, we have the first penalty of the game. And okay, I think that is going to be an offside. I keep the volume super low because I don't want anything to come through the mic. NHL, they don't fuck around. They don't fuck around. What do you think of the Oliveira fight? I think he fought a very smart fight. I think he kicked ass, and Chandler made it competitive late, but that was a one-way traffic by Charlie Olives. And the Wild get the face off. Who's Nadinov? Sends it around to the defender. Shot, I think, was aiming to hit someone there in the neutral zone, but that bounces up and over. I think, it definitely hit blue stick. Man, what did I say? Final. Oh, wait. No way. We're going to have a penalty? No way. I thought it tipped out. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's no way it's delay of game. Oh, I guess what I mean, this is hockey, right? I thought that it dinged off the guy's stick. That sucks. I thought it dinged off the guy's stick. All right, St. Louis Blues on the power play. And the Blues win the face-off. Blues, blue line. Blues, right circle, and a pass the center. Shot goes wide. Thomas has it back to the left side. Justin Falk back to the blue line. Right side. Buchnevich on the right side. Back to the blue line, and a pass to the left circle, and a shot, and beautiful save, and that rebound's going to go well out of the zone. Thomas circling around and around. Tries to leave for somebody. Wild get it, and they ring that one the length of the ice. 56 seconds on the clock. The Blues still 1 minute 13 seconds remain in their power play. Kyrou coming in on the right side. Falk. Nice little short pass there. Up to Neighbors, back to Kyrou, back to Thomas in the blue line. They set up a wrist shot. Rebound goes right side. Another shot, but that one was blocked. Thomas has in a slap shot, one-timer. Not sure if that one got through. Back to the blue line. Another one-timer pass through center, right side. Pass to center. And the puck rings down the length of the ice, and that is going to do it. Whew. That made you sweat. There's still time on the clock for the St. Louis Blues power play. So the Wild are going to start that second period on the penalty kill, and the Blues, man, face-offs. I'm telling you. Hey, what's up, Zachary? Good to see you. Let's say the Wild decide to trade for a scorer. Who is it, and what are you giving up? Honestly, probably. I mean, if you It's probably going to be like someone, like one of your young guys who just, I don't know, is never going to make the team because there's just too many of them. Like one of the many, or maybe one or two defensive prospects they have in the system, a draft pick, and then name somebody on the roster. I don't know, Chisholm. Like it would be one of those packages, or like maybe a prospect of like actually some more value in a pick, or again pick like a roster player with some value, right? Make use of some of the young guys who are seemingly never going to be on that defense core, right? That's what I would say. How's it going, Zachary? All right, key takeaways from that first period, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear them. For me, face-offs. We got to start winning some face-offs. The Wild have to start winning some face-offs. 11-5, and it shows. 11-5, and it certainly shows, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely insane. Giveaways ain't that bad. I mean, both of them have been pretty competitive in that, right? Especially in their own zone. Don't like the delay of game call. Again, I thought that went off the stick, and it sucks that was that's on Brodin, but the Wild aren't out of it just yet. I can't really even compliment them there. They didn't really look good on the PK. They're still in this, but I mean, the Gus bus is keeping them in this. They are blocking a lot of shots. Which that is good. Even Spurgeon. He blocked a key one there on the PK as well. But yeah, they got rewarded on some positive play. I think it's been kind of back and forth, ebb and flow game for sure. The Blues started off strong with that barrage, and it was like a good minute of attack time there. And I would say the Wild only matched that threat. It was pretty early. It was in the first like half of the first period where they were able to cycle. And instead of focusing on continuing to get shots on net or focusing on the play, it seemed like after like 2-3 opportunities, they were focusing on their change, which they were successful in almost completing an entire change while keeping the puck in the offensive zone, but they had to work for some of those at times. And it was like, why didn't you just try to score versus work so hard to get a change, and then you lost it right after anyways. Yeah, overall, they're up. Can't complain. Things are pretty much even back and forth, but the Blues are dominating the faceoff, so they're going to have to address that. And the PK, not looking too good so far. The Blues moving the puck very well in the offensive zone. Let me know your takeaways, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your takeaways. We have 3 videos with Rossi and a trade in the title. I don't think anyone at the Sota Pod thinks it's a good idea. I don't think he should be traded. But like the thing is, if Yurov comes in and is like a top center, like is boom, a 70 to 80 point center, like right off the bat, no, kind of like what Kaprizov was when he came in. Now I know Kaprizov came in a lot more established, champion overseas in tournaments and in his respective league. But I'm just saying, is it comparable if he comes in and it's like, okay, there doesn't even need, like, obviously there's going to be developmental years. I mean, everyone has them, but he comes in, he's already a star. It's like, okay, well then that's one thing. But like, look, you have a potential top guy here that doesn't need too much more time, right? Another year before you really know what he is. So yeah, I've really liked what I've seen from him thus far. But again, obviously it's a good problem when you have, if you have an abundance of centers, especially with a team that historically has had none. Yurov is also champion overseas. Just saying. That's true. And it was in a year where he actually played. But gold medalist, he probably has multiple gold medals too. I don't know. I don't have his fucking Tapology. No, damn it. I let it slip again. Elite prospects. Hockey DB. I don't think Hockey DB, they show a limited amount of like tournament awards and medals and things like that. But anyways, you guys know what I meant. Kaprizov was well seasoned by the time he came over, where Yurov's not quite there yet. He's fucking hurt again, though. Yeah, that sucks. It's crazy too tonight. I mean, especially on the eve of where the Canucks play the New York Rangers here tonight. The news that JT Miller out indefinitely, due to just some personal reasons. I hope everything's okay. I hope everything's okay because, man, he's breakout star in the National Hockey League. Is the American JT Miller. All right, key takeaways from that first period again. Gus Bus is seemingly is the key takeaway every freaking night. The PK doesn't look too good right now, but honestly, I think that's also because the St. Louis Blues are doing a tremendous job of moving the puck and getting everybody involved. Matthews over in Munich too. What are some of your key takeaways from that first period, Mateo? You just echo everything I said, or what do you got? What do you got that I missed? What do you got that I missed? I was thinking that McKenna might end up overseas. Now, look, he could just do a few years in a few years, his few years, I should say, maybe a year or 2 years too many in the dub. Who knows? But like, the kid's already putting up numbers where like you build up to those numbers in junior, right? Anyways, like you said, one more time, my key takeaways: block shots from the Wild. They're struggling the face-off dot. Their PK hasn't looked too good, but maybe I should be less critical on the Wild's PK and just how good the power play has looked for the Blues thus far. And they've just been attacking. Like, even if you look at their, like, pay attention and watch. I'm going to highlight this now and they're going to change it up. But why would they? It's been working for them thus far. Their defensemen have been hovering pretty high above the blue line when they're attacking 5-on-5 and in the power play. Now, in the power play, they did have the guy on the right side hanging back a little bit more, but still something to note. They should probably keep putting pucks at Binner's pads. Doesn't seem to be solid tonight. No, and you know who is those? Gustis in there. He's had like, I think 3 saves where he's just been able to, 3 pad saves where he's been tight there. And play Rossi more. He's had a hot hand right now. Yeah, I understand why the lines are the way they are tonight due to some of the injuries. But I mean, yeah, start running that second line out there a little bit more and shoot, maybe just give him some extra shifts. But no, he's looked good. He's looked good indeed. And again, it's funny because I kind of roll my eyes at this, Mateo. It's like when they had that 2-on-1 with him and Kirill Kaprizov, it was like, there was a passing lane there for Kaprizov, but I do think taking the shot was the right decision. But it's like, of course, when he shoots, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. And, you know, everyone's saying, right. No, I shouldn't say right now, but at least last week, the narrative changed every week. Like, the Kaprizov's passing too much, or him, Zuccarello and Rossi is just, what is this? You know, too many tic-tac-toe passes. Just get some shots. And Rossi elects not to pass there in the 2-on-1, takes the shot, which I think, like I said, probably the right decision, but then doesn't get the goal. But that's okay. That's okay. Hartman with it. He was shooting for the pad. Loved that after the Hartman goal. And yeah, Hartman, 4th goal of the season. In his 13th game, 4th goal, 5th point. There you go. Yeah, and again, Rossi, unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff. Coming into this game, 14 points, 5 goals. Boldy with 10 goals. Kaprizov just absolutely tearing up the league. And Freddie Gaudreau just cannot do any wrong. Freddie Gaudreau cannot do any wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Respectable 9 points already on this season. All right, we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. On the other side, we'll be back to talk about what we need the Minnesota Wild to see here in the second, as well as taking your guys' comments. I mean, Urban had a great question. Let's say the Wild decide to trade for a scorer. I mean, they're in a good spot already this season. I know Thanksgiving's coming up. American Thanksgiving. It's coming up, and Bob McKenzie always says, like, wait till Thanksgiving until you got to wait till Thanksgiving until you see what a team actually is throughout the year. And so far, so good with the Wild. We're almost there. Then I think we can be like, okay, this team actually has a chance to compete. This team actually might have a chance to win, because it certainly looks like they're going to make the playoffs right now. Knock on wood. We're not Thanksgiving yet, but say they surpass that deadline, so to speak, milestone, whatever you want to call it, point. Things are looking good, and they do identify. We do need more scoring, though. That's something we need. We very much could see a trade, and if the Wild do entertain a trade for a piece, a roster player has to go because there's just not enough room. So a roster player, take your picks. Someone who will be positive for the team. I don't know who it is. Whether it's Johansson, whether it's a freaking, I mean, I doubt it would be a Goudreau, Trennan, Lauko, whatever. Somebody, some piece there. And then just like load up some of like the B tier prospects, 1 or 2, or one better prospect and like a draft pick. You know, like they have a lot in the prospect pool and cabinet who will never make the NHL team, especially on the defense. Like that's my answer. Load up maybe a couple of those guys. Create a space up top in the NHL group. And again, easier said than done. All of this is. I totally get that, but I think utilize some of the capital you've built with the young guys. Quick prospect update: Richie with 2 points, 1 goal, and 1 assist after returning from getting kicked in the face with a skate. Dude, it's so cool to see him succeed there. And my friend who I used to do broadcasting with for Junior B, shout out to Will Bryant. This is his first year working with the WHL, and he is the play-by-play TV guy or play-by-play TV commentator for the Medicine Hat Tigers of the WHL. So not only does he give me constant updates on Richie as well, he's like, it's just so cool to see McKenna as well there. So I did tell Will that you should jump on Judd's Buds one of these days and talk about both the guys. But anyway, so every time you hear any highlights from Richie this year, it's my boy, Will Bryant, especially if it's at home in Medicine Hat. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, back to talk about what we need to see in this second period, and we'll continue to take your comments. Don't be shy. Smash that like button. Let's try to get to 20 likes on the stream, and we'll be right back after this quick break for period number 2. Minnesota Wild visit the St. Louis Blues, and they're up 1-0 so far into this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another live Minnesota watch party. They're taking on the Blues here tonight. They're on the road taking on the Blues, and they're up 1-0. Second period starting in a few minutes here, and I just heard a stat there in the commercial break. The Blues have 4 wins. 4 wins this season, coming back after trailing after one period. So there you go. There you go. Ate that Nashville and prediction the chin. Eh? Yeah, me and every other fucking hockey fan out there, eh, bud? But yeah, my God, chemistry is a real thing. Chemistry is a real thing. I was living in be a GM mode. But I mean, in fairness, they thought it would work too. But yeah, how crazy is that? Askarov, wasn't he called up also in San Jose? But yeah, crazy stuff there in Nashville. And honestly, I mean, but in the same light, like, I didn't think it was going to be this good for the Wild out of the gate either. Hello, I'm here from Long Island, New York. Go Isles. Let's go Isles. They're not even playing tonight, but there you go. Well, they're not playing in this game anyways, in this stream, but yeah, there you go. Thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. How are you today? I was kind of right on Colorado. Everyone was wrong on Nashville. Just got the call. Yeah. I don't know. It's still early. We're still before Thanksgiving. But it's a pretty big hole the Nashville Predators are digging themselves right now, which is just wild. Good, man. Glad to hear you're good. You following any of the other games going on here tonight? We're pretty much just focusing on this one, which has been a good one. It's been a good one thus far. The St. Louis Blues will start this second period on the power play. Let's check in on the box score here for the Wild. Boldy right now. 5 minutes on the ice. Eck was 6. Obviously, Kaprizov 6 as well. Other than that, it's pretty even. The second line, they all got 4. Third line, 4. Penalty killers have all had a little bit more there too. Rossi, 5 minutes. And the defense is kind of what I want to see as well. They're not completely riding Faber and Milton Faber, each just above 7. Same with Brodin, and he was in the box too for a little bit. No, pretty even. Spurgeon was 6. I like it. I like the shift and time on ice distribution right now so far, ladies and gentlemen. And second period's about to begin. I know someone who likes the Wild, so I kind of like them. Nice, dude. Yeah, they've so far have been having a tremendous start to the season. And they're a tough team to play against because they're deep, not necessarily with like talented scorers. So they do rely on their top 6 a lot for the scoring because they're not necessarily deep in scoring, but they're deep in that, like, they're a tough team to play against. All right, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Period number 2. And the puck has dropped, and the Wild defending in their zone. Still on the power play of the Blues for a few seconds, and a shot that goes wide, and the Wild back to full strength. So 2 shots at the end of that power play there for the St. Louis Blues, and the Wild have a left side pass. Backhand unable to get through by Johansson. Second line out there for the Wild. Oh, they're going to reset. Blues unable to get that puck over the blue line of the Wild. That was broken up. Wild have it now behind Jordan Binnington. They skated around the corner. Send it back around. They cycle behind Binnington. Let's see if Johansson can get a backhand or something. No, 2 guys on him. And that goes back down the ice. And Chisholm forced to push that out. The Wild do have it. Left side. Into the blue zone. Pass around the boards. Back to the... Oh! Back to the blue line, and a shot circles off the post. Rebound. Another shot, and that's going to trickle all the way down. Man, that sounded like that puck snapped in half. That shot was so freaking hard. And that was Rossi, Hartman, and Johansson on that line. Again, if you're watching on X/Twitter or Facebook, come over to YouTube. Puck battle in deep here in the blue zone again. Blue line, Eck sends it back. Shot from center, blocked. Backhand in front, and their bodies in front, and puck trying to be pushed in net, and bodies falling down, and Bennington gets hit and pushed in the net, and the ref's going to blow the whistle. Boldy's there on the ground, 17:55 on the clock. Nice try, though. Nice try. What a shot, man. What a shot. Oh, the puck did go over the line, but yet after the whistle. No, that's true. If that whistle was slow, that would have been a goal for sure. 17:55 in this second period. Face off to the left of Jordan Binnington. And the Wild win the face off. That's good, but the Blues end up with it. Wild definitely have to do better in the face off area here. Oh, and icing waved off, and the Blues have it. A shot blocked. Left side battling for it against the boards. That rings around the ice, and Kaprizov is going to skate back with it. Pressured by two players. Back to the defense. Brodin, Spurgeon, back to Spurgeon. Right side, Spurgeon trying to get a tip from one of his players on the right side. And the Wild send it in. Another shot there, hitting the post, and they set up on the left side. Puck rings around. Faber with it. And another opportunity in front. Blues trying to send it around that left side. His top line, they had a great shift, but we got Khuzadinov now out there. 16:33. Lauko, Khuzadinov. Khuzadinov has it. Khuzadinov whiffs on the pass back to the blue line. Able to get it there. Faber shot. Block. That's going to go around. 1 minute now. 1 minute of zone pressure for the Wild. They're able to get a change, funny enough. And finally broken up. Blues get it. Blues sends a puck up. Shot. And that's going to go up and wide. Yeah, what's up, RJ? Good to see you. Good to see you, RJ. Yeah, I heard that. I mean, hasn't done well with them this year. Hasn't done well with them. It's kind of deserved at this point. It's a ticking time bomb. How you doing, RJ? What a save there. Blocker save by Gustafsson. 15:57. 15:57 on the clock. 12 shots for the Blues and 9 for the Wild. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Gustafsson. Wild win the face-off. Good pressure by the Blues. They finish their check. And a Veda tripping call there. Kind of sliding full body. Plastered on the ice to break that one up. Blues get it back. Fighting in the neutral zone. Not a clean zone entry by any means, but good job with the forecheck. Wild bank it off the boards. They have it on the left side. Nice little nifty pass, and it got through. Beautiful stuff on the right side. Back to the blue line. Shot. That goes up and wide. Bogosian. On that right side with Chisholm. Unable to get that puck up and in, and a shot, and the Blues score! Oh, that's not going to look good for the Wild defenders. Unable to get that puck deep in the Blues zone. It gets broken up, and just like that, puck goes back the other direction, and a big shot there. Provich, yeah, what a goal. Snipe. And that's going to tie things up. Was that right over the left shoulder of Gustafsson? Damn. And we have a tie game, 15-12 on the clock. And the Blues win the faceoff. 13 shots for the Blues, 10 for the Wild. And what a shot, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. From Hibbing, played for the University of Minnesota, Duluth. And he was he was second round in 2018. What a shot. What a shot. Wild have it on the left side, and we reset here in a shot from the Wild. Binnington with the save and the rebound. Wild can't capitalize on it. Nice passing from the Blues to the neutral zone. Blues on the right side. They can't complete their pass. Wild intercept, but Blues regain possession. Back pass. Pressure by the Wild, forcing Blues to retreat all the way back to their own zone. Boldy with a nice forecheck. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you. Good. It's been a pretty back and forth game, and the Blues just scored. I know it's coming to him. It's insane. Who are you talking about, Andrew? 14:32 on the clock. How are you doing tonight, Andrew? What games have you been watching? Draw to the right of Binnington, and another face-off win by the Blues. Man, they've been absolutely dominating tonight in the face-off. Yeah, Jim Montgomery. Yeah, I mean it was about time, Andrew. It was about time. Wild trying to pass it as they exit their zone. You're watching the Penguins versus the Bolts. Okay. They're able to hold on to it, but can't get it into the blue zone. 14:09. So they look for a change. And a shot blocked by the Wild defender. And the Wild are able to at least get that bouncing puck into the blue zone. 13:40. Blues have it. A lot of ice here for the Blues to work, as the Wild a little late on their change, but they're crowded at the blue line. Blues doing a good job fighting for it in the corner. Wild regain possession, 13:30. Faber with it back to Middleton. Oh, big hit by the Blues on Middleton. Holy, and they send him to the ground. But Huznadinov has it. Huznadinov on the left side. Huznadinov looking for reinforcements, looking for a pass, broken up. And the Blues send it out of their zone. We got the Bogosian and Chisholm pairing back on here. Let's hope that they can look better than they did in their last shift. Yeah, Andrew, that's not why I'm on YouTube, but I'm on YouTube to watch the sports that I like. So I don't even get myself involved, dude. And honestly, you shouldn't either. Just watch the sport and have fun, right? Chisholm brings it up through the neutral zone. Dump and chase. Back to the blue line. Almost lost it, and he did. Blues chip it in. Bogosian trying to send it out of his zone. Can't do it. There's some good hockey games on here tonight, Andrew, though, eh? Good job by the Blues keeping that in. They send it back to the blue line. Trying to pick the pocket of them, and they do. And the Wild chip it back into the neutral zone, but Hartman unable to set up anything clean. Back in the neutral zone. Wild can finally change up the defense pairing. He's got Spurgeon and Brodin back out there. Nice shot by St. Louis, and Spurgeon whacking that one. Not quite out, though. The Blues are able to keep that in the zone. And finally, the puck trickles out. Blues regain possession. Blues in their own zone. 11:30. Yeah, long day. Yeah, me too, Andrew. And broken up again. Wild aren't able to bring the puck into the blue zone with ease or set up, really, since that last 1 minute plus cycle. What did you get up to today, Andrew? Faber sends it around the boards. Boldy picks it up. And the Wild are able to bring it into the blue zone, but that might have been offside. And I do think it was offside. They're just showing us some highlights from the other games. And yeah, nasty goal there by Braden Point. But man, that shot by that Blues player, man. The Hibbing, Minnesota native. That was nice. That was nice. Come on, Wild. You got to win this draw. And they fight for it. Wild finally get away with it there. They win the draw. Middleton up to Faber. Faber, nice pass to the left side. Ripping through the neutral zone. Here we go. Here's that aggression the Wild need with that top line. Boldy back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov pass to Middleton. Middleton shot. And that does get through traffic, but there's a save. Blues are right back on the attack. And offside, and Middleton mixing it up. Middleton. Oh, Middleton's pissed. Torchenko he's been talking with. And Middleton, I mean, is taking some abuse here in this game. He's taking some hard hits. Getting a little frustrated. Barunovich with the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a stream. We are going to cover the Edmonton Oilers game later. Well, I guess that'll be the last one we cover this month, and we have a ton coming in December. We'll get those loaded up soon. And this week, last Friday, party, plus basketball tournament and work today. Nephew came over. You had a coffee with your brother. Damn. That sounds like a long day indeed, Andrew. I only had work, and then I went for a run. I've been downsizing on some stuff, so I sold some things, or only one thing, but cleaned some things to sell. So yeah. It's gonna be a busy few weeks here leading into the holidays. Actually, pretty much leading into like January, to be honest. But once the new year is here, I think things will start to be a little bit more settled. They always seem to get a little crazy around this time of year, right, Andrew? Same here. But you're still up north this year. You're not in Florida this year, right? I guess with all like the weather that's been there, you might as well stay in Canada. Probably a better and safer winter in Toronto than in Florida right now. Parts of Florida anyways. All right, back to the action here, ladies and gentlemen. Second period. Wild scored in the first. St. Louis scored in the second. 10 minutes and 39 seconds. And the Blues regain possession in the Wild zone. Wild take it away from them. Nice pass right side through the neutral zone. And a shot from Boldy. Not sure if that got through, but that's going to go around the net, and we're going to have a whistle. Yeah, Tampa, I think, got hit harder than places like Miami. Yes. Good to see you, Sean. How you doing? What type of desk? It's nothing special. It's just, it's got 4 legs, and there's a slab of wood on top. It's a desk. Now, like, there's nothing really special about it at all. If anything's a little small, back home, I have like a really nice desk. Not back home, I guess back in Canada, in storage, in my storage unit. But that thing was big and heavy, and that was not coming here when I drove here. So I don't know. I'll probably just sell it when I'm back visiting. 10 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock in Blues. Had it for a moment, but Wild doing a good job breaking up play. They rip through the neutral zone. Shot from outside the circles. Doesn't even get to Bennington. And Buchnevich ends up with it. Faber on him, pressuring him to shoot, and he shoots wide. Wild regain it. Boldy with a cross pass. He does hit his man, but Kaprizov unable to hold it. Gaudreau can't do wrong. Freddie Gaudreau cannot do wrong for this team this year. And a collision by two Wild players there. Spurgeon and Boldy run into each other. And Boldy with a shot. And that's going to be covered up by Jordan Binnington. And we have a face-off. Wild win it. Wild right side. And we're going to have another shot covered up by Binnington. If the Wild feel like they have to trade Rossi, they better get a really good package in return. He's playing really well. Yeah, I don't think they trade him anytime soon. If they want to score for this season, if they make the playoffs, which they certainly should based on the start of this year, then like trade for a scorer and don't. Let's not have it be Rossi as the one roster player that they have to send out to clear a spot. Like they can send a couple really good prospects and a pick, and Johansson or Lauko or Trenton or one of these guys. You know what I mean? Naples is all right. Just a couple things, not much damage except some beaches and half gone. There you go. But yeah, I think until you know what you have in Urov, i.e., is he going to be a better center? Then like you still have one, so keep him, and he's good, and he can play anywhere, up and down the lineup. Yeah, I really liked what I've seen from him this season. Definitely a step forward from last year thus far, and it's not just because he's been playing with Kaprizov, as we've seen, tonight and on occasion when John Hines does shake up the lines. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. And again, let me know your key takeaways from this period as well. We'll go over them in intermission. I got a few. Where we still got half the period left to go. And again, all things considered, Wild faced two shots and they were killing off the end of the Blues power play in the the end of the Blues power play from the first period. PK didn't look that great, but hey, at least they didn't give up a shorthanded goal. Was 5-on-5, beautiful shot though, and I'm not blaming Gus on that one. Wild win the faceoff. That's what we want to see. And a shot from the blue line that goes in front of Binnington, and Binnington's gonna have to cover it up. Again, no, he can't. And this puck is still in play. 9 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. The Blues have it. See you later, Andrew. Have a great rest of your night. The Wild should trade for Bobby Brink. Love Bobby Brink. Wild have it on the left side with some speed. Can't get the pass to center. Good job by finishing the check, though. This is the second period, yes. Oh, and Foligno getting into it with some of the Blues players. Even the ref saying, chill. With Falk, is that who he's going at it to? Or going at it with? But anyways, we have a whistle. I don't think there's a penalty on this play, but there was a whistle there. We don't need another small forward, though. Brink is like 5'8". Oh, okay. Yeah, no penalties here. Right side of Binnington. Most people here are Isaiah. You're one of the general hockey fans / Senators fan. And the Wild, unfortunately, do not win another face-off, and the Blues are able to battle their way into the Wild zone, and the Blues finishing a lot of their checks. It just seems like the Blues wanted a little bit more at this point, guys. Playing a little bit more of a heavier game. And they have it right side. Parayko coming up. Oh, and leaving that pass for his forward shot, but that doesn't hit the net. Broken up, but the Blues get it back in the neutral zone. Nice lifty play by the Blues. They were the Wild, able to get that puck back. Wild ripping up that right side. How quick is Suzdandinov? Gets the puck taken away in the blue zone, but at least is able to keep that or bring that in. Blues bring it over. Wild take it away. Wild up the neutral zone. Left side by Johansson. Johansson looking for Hartman. Doesn't get through. And the Blues send it up and over. And is it time for the Wild to get a power play in a game where there's no tripping, holding, anything like that? We have our second delay of game, and this time it's going the way of the Blues. Wild get their first power play. Why are we letting them push us? At St. Louis, they're not good, but they're playing physical. No big Sens fan, couldn't support any other team. Two favorite teams, the Wild and whoever plays the Stars. I love that. I love that. I know they're trying to snipe that cameraman with the puck, YouTube, with the puck. All right, Wild on the power play. Let's see the boys get to work. Their PK successfully killed off a Blues power play. It was scary at times, but let's see if the Wild can get anything going here. And already the Blues force them out of the zone. And again, the power play is completely thrown in the blender here, given the injuries. Eck back to Chisholm. Chisholm back to Eck on the left side, or Boldy on the left side. Chisholm now to the right side. Kaprizov. Kaprizov back to Chisholm. Chisholm back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov shot and no rebound. Hartman back down the boards, and St. Louis gets a piece of that, and they're going to ring it down the length of the ice. Chisholm resetting 1 minute and 14 seconds on the clock. Chisholm back to Boldy. Boldy. Kaprizov. Kaprizov left side, and that's going to go out. They're going to have to re-enter the Blues zone. I mean, I like music, but there's no way I'm helping you with your homework right now, bud. Chisholm to Kaprizov. Shot. That's going to bounce off the pad. Pass to Boldy. Boldy shot, and oh my goodness, what a shot there by Boldy. 35 seconds on the clock. Second unit now out there. Well, at least they're trying to come out there. Kaprizov still on the ice, though. Faber back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov with a shot. Goudreau's out there. Goudreau tries to send it to Faber. Faber can't handle that puck, and that goes the length of the ice. What a pass and shot. Oh, my goodness. They just showed the replay there. My bad. I said it was Boldy's shot. It was Boldy. Beautiful pinpoint pass to Kaprizov, and Kaprizov shot that one. Good power play showing there by the Wild. Unfortunately, they aren't able to capitalize on it, but they still have the puck in the offensive zone, and Freddie Gaudreau cannot do wrong. Freddie Gaudreau cannot do any wrong, ladies and gentlemen. All right, he gives it away there, but still, beautiful hit. Damn, a Wild lay the body on St. Louis in that one. Both teams finish their change. St. Louis enters the Wild zone. Going for a skate is Kyrou. Kyrou with a shot and blocked. St. Louis gets it back, unable to capitalize on that shot, but it's back to the blue line. Right side, Blues have it. Shot blocked up in front. Good job of the Wild chipping it out. Kyrou pass to the left side, trying to weave, and great job of Wild being physical there, taking the body. Lauko with a shot, bouncing up and wide, and we're going to get a face-off in the Blues zone, left side of Binnington. Man, Ovechkin getting hurt put a wrench in my plan to sell my Capsters Wild tickets for a big profit. Dude, it's funny because Hoppy just asked me, he's like, yo, let's go to a game. You want to go to a Vancouver one or you want to go to Washington? And I was like, Washington, man. I want to see Ovi. But now it's like, I hope it's not too bad, but it looked bad and it's probably bad. It's probably bad. Too bad. Isaiah, come on, man. You're smarter than that, Isaiah. I know you're smarter than that. Please tell me you're smarter than that. 9 shots for the St. Louis Blues. Or sorry, 15 shots for St. Louis Blues, 15 shots for the Wild. They have tied it up with that power play. Week to week, they said we'll know more tomorrow. Okay, well, Sean and Mateo have different sources, apparently. Mateo saying Ovi's 4 to 6 weeks. Sean saying week to week. So which one is right, boys? Which one is right? Regardless, I'd imagine, yeah, I was going to say like 4 weeks-ish. I mean, does Ovi get the Russian gas exemption here in North America? Like, let's just get him some of that gas. He can heal up pretty quickly. Probably Sean. I mean, I feel like if there's any like 2 players who should be exempt to use the Russian gas to keep going, it's Malkin and Ovi. Who's another old Russian that we want to see continue to play in the league? Those are the only ones that come to mind. Blues end up winning the faceoff. Surprise, surprise, bro. Like, what is going on here tonight? 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Wild bringing it back up the boards. Gets tangled up in the ref there. I'm tired. It's 9:31 here. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Fun to end off the day with some hockey here. In this tightly contested game. The Wild bringing up the length of the ice, forcing Binnington to play it. Binnington sends it up the left side. Wild battling right side of the board. 4 minutes on the clock. Blues regain possession slowly but surely, bringing it into the Wild zone, at least sending it into the Wild zone. No one really following up with them there, and that's just some good luck by the Blues as they regain possession. Puck just kind of trickled on the left side, and Blues player was open and just pounced on it, but they are forced. Wild do force them all the way back to their own zone. Damn, this is like a little shinny up in this mouth. Nice shot by the Blues and a rebound and a shot that's going to go wide. Another shot from outside the circle. And that's going to go up and wide. And a very upset Blues player as he totally missed the net. 3 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. Whew. Who was it who shot? Number 63 for the Blues. Who is that? There's so many new young players in the Blues that I can't even keep track. Neighbors. I can't even keep track of them all. Jake Neighbors. Draw to the left of Gustafson. And the Wild win the faceoff. Wild with possession outside of their zone. Right side. Try to land a pass to the left and a shot. Doesn't score. A nice save by Binnington. Wild keeping it in the zone. Rossi with the pass. Beautiful passing there by Rossi. Shot doesn't get through. Back to the blue line. Shot got through. Nice save by Binnington. Blues regain possession, but 2-on-1. And the Blues player actually sent one Wild player to the ground. I think it was actually Rossi, funny enough. Or no, it was Spurgeon. Blues can't get anything going. Wild, great pressure. Ball hockey. And skating on ponds for fun with the boys. 2 minutes and 23 seconds, and Blues back and forth on the blue line. Blues sending it up around. Yeah, parents couldn't afford hockey, so I played a lot of ball hockey instead. Right side. Blues able to keep this puck in. Great job by the Blues, able to keep this puck in. Strong forecheck here to pass. Oh, and a huge hit. And how does he still have the puck? Wild laid the body down to try to separate the man from the puck because the Blues kept possession for way too long there, throwing the body around, and the Blues are still able to keep possession. Wild finally able to get it back. Boldy with it. How about you, Isaiah? What's up, hot takes? I'm late. Wild looks so bad. Definitely not their best period. Or do the Blues just look good here tonight? Or maybe a little bit of both. But no. It's not been the greatest. It's been back and forth for a lot of this game, and Wild need to start capitalizing on some of these opportunities and not let the Blues win every faceoff. But Boldy has it, shot from the blue line. Boldy able to keep it on the left side. It's funny because there's some individual players like Boldy tonight looking great, but just hasn't capitalized yet. Nice, Isaiah. 58 seconds, and that's going to be... We have a whistle. What is that on? What is that on? Or who is that on? It's just offside. Blue missing a few players. Blues just they look quick. I mean, some of their young guys are just on their game here tonight. They're moving the puck well when they gain possession in the zone. Their power play looked good. I don't like how many faceoffs they're winning. I swear, if the Wild won more faceoffs, there would actually be a little bit more momentum in Green's favor, I should say. And what I meant to say. 57 seconds, and there's another faceoff win by the Blues. It's like, I feel like it's getting absurd here at this point. 20-11. Like, it is absurd. He's got to put Huzdinov out for every single one. "30 seconds in the Wild are trying to get the Blues out of their zone." Oh, Thomas to Kyrou. Kyrou with a shot. Great save by Gus, and that goes up and not out. And the puck being forced into the Blues zone, and I'm not sure if this was onside or not, but anyways, we have a whistle. Final 15 seconds. I did combat sports, so fighting. And I play a little bit of soccer, but mostly combat sports. Oh, man. Yeah, pad save by Gustafson. That puck goes up, and away, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on Twitter and Facebook, come over to YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Come over to YouTube. Check out our channel. We post full podcast episodes as well as clips from the podcast every single day. And a nice pass. Huzdinov has it. Huzdinov with a shot. Glove save by Binnington. Damn. You just play hockey, Isaiah? Just looking at the highlights of some of these saves from Gustafson, man. Unbelievable performance. Well, that's going to do it for the second period, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 here. One apiece. Your Minnesota Wild score in period number 1. St. Louis in period number 2. Wild able to come back as far as shots go and actually lead by 1 going into this second here. Their power play looked okay, but weren't able to capitalize. It was okay. They had opportunities. And they had one chance also, I guess 2 chances in this period where they were really able to get their cycle going, really able to move the puck well, but again, they didn't capitalize on anything. So in a period where in moments they looked better than the first, I think overall they played a better period in the first. They were able to break up more of the plays from the Blues. The Blues are starting to outskate them as this period went by. Let me know your thoughts. What are your key takeaways from the second period, ladies and gentlemen? By the way, ending the second period, I should have said it with a little brouhaha there in the net. I hope they're at the Binnington net. Surprise, surprise. I feel like it's going to happen in any game. Wild Blues when Binnington's in there. Fleury off the bench. I don't care if it's 10 games. Oh, nice, Isaiah. Yeah, Middleton, man. He can't let his frustrations boil over too much in the third. He can't let his frustrations boil over too much in the third, because you could see there were moments in this throughout this period, some big hits laid on him. I mean, he laid some as well. Let's be honest, but definitely a gritty game here by both of these teams, ladies and gentlemen. All right, key takeaways from the second period. Minnesota Wild, St. Louis Blues tied 1 apiece. 18 shots on goal for the Wild, 17 for the Blues. Each of them 14 block shots. Each of them 2 penalties. This is just a penalty. That's a penalty each. 14 hits for the Blues. Yeah, each of them playing pretty physical for sure. I would say that, the Blues leading slightly. I mean, it passes the eye test as well, given that they're finishing all their checks. But the Wild have been starting to lay out some of these Blues players as well, especially late in that period. But this is the biggest thing, man. Faceoffs. Like, get it together, Minnesota. Get it together. 20-13 in the faceoff dot. So don't like that. Don't like that. And the Wild starting to give away the puck a little too much for our liking. Big third period coming up here, guys. Big third period for the Minnesota Wild. My takeaways for this second is 4 wins for the Blues upon trailing after the first period going into this game. Let's hope that it's not 5. Gus has been spectacular yet again. I'm not going to blame him for that shot and goal from the St. Louis Blues. That was an unbelievable snipe show that I believe went over his left shoulder. Great stuff there by the Minnesota boy, Scott Prunovich, who has been playing. He's played 10 games thus far this season. This is his second goal, and that was a hell of a shot from the 2018 draft pick, the 26-year-old. So shout out to him, even though it was against the Minnesota team, but amazing shot. Blues starting to outskate the Minnesota Wild. It's kind of evident that they've been the quicker team and are looking like the quicker team, especially, like I said, towards the end. Overall, Gus has been awesome. Blues finishing more of their checks. Blues winning more of the face-offs, man. And I swear some of the momentum could be different. And it could be more in the Wild's favor, especially towards the end here, if they were able to just have the opportunity to make more plays. Power play was okay, but they didn't capitalize on it. So it's like, it's a moot at this point. It is a moot. Let me know your key takeaways. Murat looks good, but he is too small. I don't think he's too small. He's fine. He doesn't get bullied too much. I think he'll start to polish his game a little bit more at this level and realize that he doesn't need to fight everyone in the corner for a puck. If he can get it in and maybe avoid those battles before he has to take it on. But we'll see. We'll see if he ends up being too small, because he can play physical, but like just bring the puck in. He's definitely more skilled than the guys on his line. And that's not to say that there's not like speed in Lauco, right? Because there is. But yeah, he is small. Good to see you, by the way, Anthony. Good to see you. Jordan is a bit of a hothead. Binnington? Oh, yeah, dude. I hope Fleury fights him before Fleury retires. That would be amazing. Arg. Indeed. Faber's being interviewed right now, and he was just saying, he's recognizing that, we're letting them off a little easy on their forecheck. But he looks calm, cool, collected, not too frustrated, which is good. So professional already is the Faber. I mean, he's already, I mean, like, I know Spurgeon is back and he's the captain and whatnot, but like Faber's gonna be that guy, which is super cool. There you go. Emily Kaplan was asking him, what do you want personally in this third period? He's like, oh, I always want to score goals, but I'd rather just not be scored on. Good answer, Brock Faber. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on the other side. We'll talk about what we need to see from the Wild going into this third period. We'll continue to take your comments. So comment away. It's a comment-driven live stream, as always. And we will review what we've been seeing thus far from the Wild. Again, not the best Wild performance here. There have been moments of like, okay, yep, this is what they've been doing all year. This is what's been getting them here. But we need to see better chances. We need to see the top line actually be able to get to work. Now, I know Boldy has actually been very, very good. It's funny. Boldy seems to be like kind of unfazed by any of the checkers or this team, but he can't do it alone. And the second line has had some moments as well, but mostly in the first period. And just other than, our Lord and Savior, Freddie Gaudreau, I mean, shoot, man, the bottom six doesn't provide anything with offense. Hard to play against until they're not. There have been some cases where they've kind of fallen apart or bumblefucked a little bit. And Bogosian and Chisholm together have to be a little bit more tighter. But again, Brett and I talked about this on the Wildly Informed podcast last week. That like, I'm a little bit more patient with Bogosian than Brett has been, but he's had a revolving door of guys he's been playing with, right? It's Merrill one night, Chisholm the other, back and forth. So I'd imagine it's tough sometimes, chemistry-wise. Wild defense are the real people keeping them in games. For forwards, haven't been able to do anything. I don't think Krill's fading at all. I mean, hasn't been as loud as Boldy in this game, but he's definitely still very noticeable. Very noticeable. Is this his best game? Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I think fading away is a massive and dramatic stretch, in my opinion. But I like hearing your guys' opinion because it creates conversation. All right. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, keep the comments coming, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to keep taking your guys' comments. We're going to keep commentating on this game, play-by-play commentary. And we still have, I think, 8 more minutes until we get back to puck drop in the third. We'll be back before puck drops for the third, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to grab some water. Refill your drink, refill your popcorn. We got one more period here. We got a tie game. It's all back to square one, ladies and gentlemen. In a game where goals have been hard to come by, maybe it's the next one wins. We shall see. I predicted a 4-2 game for the Minnesota Wild. That would be crazy if it ends up like that after this period. As long as they come out on top at that point, I really don't care. I'm just happy Dallas lost to the Ducks. There you go. There's a small win. Back on the other side, guys. Do not go anywhere. Smash that like button and subscribe. More coverage after this quick break.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another Minnesota Wild watch party. They take on the Blues on the road, and the Blues just tied things up in the second period, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're going into period number 3, tied 1-1. And we just got an update on Ovechkin, by the way. We were talking about it on the stream earlier. Is it 4 to 6 weeks? Is it a knee injury? Is it week to week? Well, it looks like it's in fact not a knee injury. He's back in DC. It's a lower body, so either leg or hip, and it is in fact week to week. So hopefully we get back on the Gretzky record goal watch here soon. In my opinion, how long do you think Bill Guerin has at a cap held before he's let go? 1 or 2? Oh, 2 years, I think. 2 years. I think 2 years is fair. It's not a lot of rope, but it's a fair amount of rope. 1 year, I mean, it's hockey. You face a few injuries, or, you know, like you could have a mulligan year like last year sort of thing, right? Where just like everything that went wrong or that could go wrong kind of went wrong. Well, not everything, but most things. So I think too, it's because like, it's like we brought you in, and we knew full well that we were going to have to deal, we were going to have to operate, we're going to have to develop under these constraints. Now that we don't have these constraints, what have you and your team produced up until this point as far as prospect pools, which I think, you know, him bringing in Judd Brackett is the best thing that he's done for this team. Okay, you got all the prospects. Okay, we've got some few prospects, but we didn't like this and that. How can we clear up some room for some prospects? Okay, we have for 1 year. Okay, we have more for a second year. Let's see what we got. And I think that's fair. And then basically it's like if you, and even so, like I would say they could probably even move on from, like, if it's 2 years, first round playoff exits again, it's goodbye. Like we need to see a run. He's done a hell of a job and earned that extension at least 4 years after. Very few would have the reasoning to buy out 2-star players like that. Like I said, there's been some good. There's been some good. There's been some bad. There hasn't been any like ugly just yet. My biggest thing I did not like was obviously the 3 extensions. 2 out of the 3 I would have been fine with, but like Foligno's playing fine right now, and I know it's 4 years, but Zuccarella's been fine. He's, you know, been solid on top line, and with him out of the lineup right now, it's really shaking things up. So like, it's like one of those things where it's like, I get it because like the players are good, but it's just like, it's taking up spots for young guys, but there's not really any young guys other than like Yurov, who's still in Russia, who are like even ready yet. So maybe they know more than the fans, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe they know more than the fans. Next year is going to be a very interesting year. And I said this at the beginning of the season too. So this year we kind of know what we have. And let's be honest, they've exceeded our expectations as far as just like the results overall on the season winning and the success that they've had. Maybe not the individual success from a lot of the guys. I mean, Kaprizov aside, right? And Boldy. But yeah, next year is going to be very interesting. Foligno's the one that bothered me out of the 3. Me too. And it's not even that I have anything against Foligno. It's just like he takes a lot of damage. You know what I mean? He plays that tough game, and he's always played that tough game. And it's like, if he has a year like last year where he's in and out of the lineup, due to injury, it's like, oh man, like if we're not even getting anything from him, then what's the point? So far, so good again this year, and we're getting a really good performance from him. But yeah, agent style, yep. And again, it's nothing like I still like Foligno. I think he's got some good years left in him. It's just like that was the carrot that you could have dangled in front of teams last year for a trade if you didn't re-sign him, right? But maybe they do need. Well, again, and they kind of replaced bigger bodies with, I guess, with Trennan who can play physical. But that's just the thing. It's like, other than, Middleton plays more physical than even Bogosian at times. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how some of these young guys develop. Especially these guys. Well, I mean, Boldy does throw his body around quite a bit too. More so when he's frustrated. Training contract is pretty bad. 2 more years. It's crazy because he's doing everything that they signed him for, other than it's like you're also a forward and need to produce a little bit, bud. You know? Like if Trennan had 4 to 5 points, 4 to 5 points, we probably wouldn't even be that upset with them because we'd be like, okay, like that's kind of everybody other than like the first 2 lines and our Lord and Savior Freddie Gaudreau. And that's kind of running the mill for everybody right now. But the fact that it's just like, man. And it's annoying because like there's opportunities for who's the Dinov on that line too. And it's just like he'll have like a sick no-look pass to no one because no one's even like thinking that they're setting anything up. I mean, and maybe it's a little benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's a little bit by design, whereas like, look, this style of heavy defense from the bottom 6, especially that line. I mean, it might be designed from like the coaches as well, but like to a certain degree, they're not telling the guy not to score. Yeah, it wasn't a 4-year deal. Anyways, we are back at it. 3rd period, ladies and gentlemen. We need more face-off wins. We need more. I'll say discipline. Don't let any of this get into your head. Continue to break apart play in your own zone quickly. And just bring pucks to the net. Too much dumping and chasing and nobody chasing. 4-on-4, by the way, due to that little brouhaha at the end of the 2nd period. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Keep the comments coming, guys. Absolutely love them. And if you're watching on Twitter or /X and Facebook, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get 20 likes on the stream. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Nice pass into the blue zone on the right side. 3-on-1 there, but can he get and find Chisholm? He can, and Chisholm's skating around the net. Chisholm looking for somebody else. Blue line, left side, Rossi. Cross-ice pass fires, and a save by Jordan Binnington, but the Wild still have it in the zone. Boldy losing it in the corner. Brouhaha, shark bait, brouhaha. Brouhaha, shark bait, brouhaha. Good reference. Little Donnybrook. Blues take it in offside. 22 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Oh, man, what a save by Binnington. Left side glove, that puck. Up and out of there. Didn't catch it per se, but beautiful save nonetheless. All right. Wild have it. Faber loses it. Gustafsson forced to play that. 2-on-1 pressuring the Wild. Faber gets it back. Faber up that right board. And we are back to full strength, ladies and gentlemen. We are back to full strength. Kaprizov. Up the left side. Eck trying to send it back to Kaprizov. That shooting lane was blocked. Eck back to the blue line. Here we go. Chisholm with a shot. Just wide. No one there to get the rebound. Blues try to pass up to their man in the neutral zone. That gets taken by the Wild. Freddie Gaudreau keeps that puck in the blue zone. Puck bouncing off the net. A little bumblefuck of a pass there, and we are going to get a face-off in the blue zone as the Blues try to pass it back behind the net. That actually hit the net, forcing Binnington to cover it up. 17:22 on the clock. I guess I was hoping it was a 3-year deal, but 4 is even worse.
Emotional damage.
At least the Goudreau deal is starting to look a little bit better now. Bogosian has it, sends it back. Foligno fighting for it in the corner. Blues regain the puck. Nice pass to the right side. Beautiful job by the Blues, able to sidestep Bogosian. Big hit by the Wild, and an even nicer save by Gustafsson as well, as the Blues brought that puck very, very close, looking for that tip in deep. 16:55 on the clock. We're going to face off in the Wild zone. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. 20 shots for the Wild, 18 for the Blues, and goals are hard to come by in this one. Yeah, Fleury's talking to some of the coaches there. He better be saying, I'm going to punch Binnington in the face after this tabernacle. Face-off win by the Blues. That's been the story of the evening. And that is out. Pass back to the blue line. That just got out of the blue line. And even though Gustafsson was forced to make a pass there, or forced to make a save there, wouldn't have mattered even if it went in, as that was out of play. That was offside. 16:47. Let's do this again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this again. Another face-off win for the Blues. This is actually insane. Unable to get this puck out. Where the Wild, one of the defenders just tried to whack that puck out. But Wild had success in the neutral zone, bringing it in. Favor to the right side. Shot. Rebound. They don't get it. Another puck outside the left circle. That gets through. Saved. Wild get it back. Send it to the right side. Up into the corner. Fighting for it in a high stick. Falk on Kaprizov. And we're going to go to the power play. That is a high stick, clear as a day, ladies and gentlemen. Falk on Kaprizov. Kaprizov tried to sneak in to that battle in the corner and takes a stick to the face. Is the second power play for the Minnesota Wild. Their first power play looked good. They just didn't get rewarded. But overall, I think they only had to go down the ice twice to chase it, and were able to set up and get some good shots. So without Justin Falk, not that he really killed. Without Justin Falk in there, it's not like he was really a penalty killer anyways, but still. Yeah, there's no way they would bring in a guy like that for 8 years. And the Wild win the faceoff. Kaprizov to Boldy. Boldy rings it around the boards. Chisholm unable to hit Boldy there. Boldy flailing around, but the puck reaches Kaprizov on the left side, just trailing, and Hartman getting a shot there. Kaprizov with it. Kaprizov behind the net. Trying to get Boldy. Boldy with a shot in the slot. Doesn't even reach Binnington. And the Blues, with possession, tried to send it out. They actually couldn't send it out. Boldy tried to save it at the neutral zone, but then that goes out of play. Man, there's some huge chances there from the Wild. Some nifty passing early. Binnington's had to stay sharp. Sheesh. A lot of bouncing. A lot of blocked shots. I mean, Binnington's he's had to be on his game here in the face-off won by the Blues, but they can't get it all the way down the ice. They finally do now. One minute and 15 seconds. Johansson bringing that puck the length of the ice. Johansson boards all the way to the blue line. Spurgeon with it on the right side. Spurgeon up to Rossi. Spurgeon. Rossi again. Back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon can't find a shooting lane. Back to Rossi, top of the circle. Spurgeon shot. Not even sure if that reached the net there. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, buddy? Thanks again for the dono. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. Appreciate it, man. You're far too kind. Rossi with it. Left side. Spurgeon back to Rossi. Rossi kind of just walking in with it. Back to Faber now. I thought he was going to shoot there. Hey, what's up, sis? Good to see you. Rossi shot Johansson. 21 seconds on the clock for the Wild power play, and that puck's going to go the length of the ice. Let's see if the Wild can bring their top unit back out there for one more play. How you guys doing tonight? Smash that like button if you haven't already. Kaprizov, 7 seconds on the clock. Kaprizov bringing in. Kaprizov weaving through three guys. Kaprizov finds Boldy. Boldy with a shot. Didn't even get to the net. Another shot by Boldy. That did hit the pad of Binnington. Boldy looking for that center pass, but nice job, Folk coming out of the box and dives and blocks that pass, but right side shots and score! Tell me that was Middleton. Tell me that was Middleton. It was! Let's go! And that is 2-1 for your Minnesota Wild. Let's go! Oh no, it was Kaprizov. Okay, I thought it was Middleton who scored. Okay, Kaprizov. I thought that was Middleton who scored there. I was like, oh my God. Is this the UFC? Okay, he tipped it. I thought Middleton just got another goal, which would have been absolutely insane. But you know what is insane? That Middleton got another point. That is Middleton's 10th point of the season and Kirill Kaprizov's 12th goal of the season. 32 points, ladies and gentlemen, in 18 games. Are you kidding me? I told you Kirill was fading. He's fired up in this period. He weaved through a few guys. Nice tip to send that up over the right or into the right corner. And the Wild right back at it here. This is the fourth line is pressing. Back to the blue line. Sending it back around the boards. Wild have it back. Circle. Wild trying to sneak that one through. Shot on goal. They don't get it. Blues now have it up the right side. Blues skating this puck into the Wild zone. They set up. That tip was pretty sick. Just the tip. And puck was heavily contested for and fought for in front of the net. Trying to track it there was Gustafsson. No shot came through, but Blues still have it from the blue line shot. Not on net, battling for it to the right of Gustafsson. Wild get it back in Chisholm. Making up for, a misplay early, which led to that Blues goal. Chisholm has had a really good game since. Bogosian, O'Shea just stuck it in. I wasn't even ready. Jeez. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. 12:34 on the clock. Right of joining Binnington. 4 guys fighting for it deep in the Blues zone. Blues end up getting it back. Some tight passing here through the neutral zone. And Wild looking to break it up on the right side. And they do, but nice hits by the Blues. Puck goes all around the boards. Blues defender keeps it in. Can't get it into the shooting lane. 2 block shots and the Wild have it. Wild, 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Minnesota shot and a rebound by Binnington on the right side. Now Blues coming other way. We got 2-on-2. Nice job by the Wild for coming right back strong there. Quick feet. Able to break that up before anything went awry. Brodin, beautiful job keeping that puck. Oh, but then he turns it over. Just when I praised Brodin for a couple spinoramas there trying to get out of the zone, he turns it over and a shot behind Gustafsson. He had no idea where that was. God, these ads on the boards are so fucking annoying, dude. I just think of Archer, sis. 11-17. By the way, I heard about Vladimir, dude. Crazy stuff. 11 minutes on the clock. I don't know if you saw my last video, but Parayko, look for the tip there. Doesn't get it up in front of the net, and Wild have it on the right side. 10 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. Gus for Vez. I mean, so far, yes. So far, yes. 10 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. Blues. Oh, nice forecheck. Unable to get a proper shot, but it hits the side of the net. They're fighting for it to the right of Gustafson. 4 guys in the corner. Looking for Chisholm. Walker. Kind of just on the outside. Seeing if they need to help out. Yes. Oh, Boldy takes a hit. And we're going to have a penalty as the whistle blows here on the Blues, or is Boldy taking the penalty? All right, we're listening to the ref. Boldy for high sticking? Damn. Boldy's not happy with this. I mean, a little bit of a softie. I'm not going to lie. A little bit of a softie. They were both battling. They both had their stick up, but I guess his did make contact. So by the book, it's a high sticking. The Wild going to go back on the PK. And again, their PK did not look good at the end of the first period. Did not look good at the end of the first period. They were able to survive. And then saying that there was a few seconds left on the Blues' penalty or power play at the start of the second period, and the Wild's PK again took 2 shots in like 5 seconds, survived, did not look good. Let's see if it looks better in this third. Again, smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We stream minimum 3 times a week on the channel. Monday, Judd's Buds. Wednesday, Wildly Informed. As well as 1 to 2 games that we cover every single week. We're going to be covering the Edmonton Oilers game coming up here on the channel. And then we'll get the December games up. We also post full podcasts under the Sota Pod Network on the YouTube channel, full video podcast, as well as clips from our podcast, original content, and more. So subscribe, like I said. The white Wayne Gretzky? Boldy's... I mean, I'm pretty sure Wayne Gretzky is more white than Boldy, or more pasty anyways, visually. So yeah, I don't know. A little bit of a soft call there, but we'll see how the PK looks here in the third, where St. Louis won't have as much pep in their step as they did in the first. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky is crazy. Oh, and look at that. The Wild win a faceoff. Hey, if you're going to win a faceoff at any moment in this game, I will take it right now, ladies and gentlemen. I will take it right now. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Thomas. Back to Kyrou. Kyrou with speed. Leaves it back for Thomas. Thomas sends it in deep. Kyrou trying to get it back. And great job by Trennan, able to clear it. And the Wild turn back. Falk finds his man. He tips it in. Wild right on Buchnevich. And Thomas on the blue line right now. Finally, Blues are going to set up. Thomas. Buchnevich looking for a tip in there, and the Blues score! All right, well, we had our answer. Penalty kill. Literally writing in my notes, nope. Damn. And Jake Neighbors' first goal of the year for the St. Louis Blues. Thomas sends it in deep. And we have a game here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game here. Third period. I didn't update this last time anyways. 2-2 back to square one. And every time the Wild score, the Blues seem to come back. But this time on the PK, they let one in. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful tip. And yeah, Brock Faber just didn't clear that crease. didn't clear that crease enough. And oh man, Jake Neighbors able to get his stick on that one. That was chef's kiss. Beautiful, but I hate it at the same time. And John Hines talking to the refs here. We're going to have a challenge of some sort? No, good goal. Okay, good goal. How is this team's power play more effective with the worst players? They must have a pretty damn good coach. I mean, Kyra's a pretty good player. Damn. Yeah, Gus not happy about that one either. All right, 9:23. We got half a period. It's a whole new game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a whole new game. Wild able to send that puck right side. It goes across the board. It's going to Wild keep this in the zone. They're fighting for it on the left side. Send it back around the net. Back to the blue line. Faber sends it back around. Blues get it. Fighting for it in the corner. Blues come away with it again. Haven't broken out of their zone just yet. And just when I say that they do, the puck bounces and goes the length of the ice and forces Gustafson to cover it up. And we're going to have a face-off in the Wild zone. 8:50 on the clock. 25 shots of the Wild, 22 for the St. Louis Blues. And the Blues just scored. Jake Neighbors getting his first goal. Now, Bogosian. Some words at center ice. And Minnesota getting frustrated here, man. Getting frustrated. While they're minus 135, wonder if that's worth a unit. I could see them winning in the next 9 minutes for Donald Trump. Kuznetsov taking the face-off. And even Kuznetsov can't win a face-off here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly ridiculous. And a nice shot, but an even better save by Gustafson. Like, seriously. These guys can't win a face-off to save their life. 19-25. God, I feel like the Blues have won more. Anyways, the Wild have trailed all night in that regard, and it's key face-offs. Key face-offs at moments, especially where they have to regain momentum. Now they did on the first part of the penalty kill win the face-off, which was good, but it didn't really matter because they gave one up after that. The Wild have had 2 power plays they were unable to capitalize on. The second one in particular, they really needed to do well. They really need to get that goal so that they could get the better lead here, because this is what we feared, ladies and gentlemen. In a game that goals are hard to come by. Now you're late in the period. And defense is not the only thing on your mind. Probably, sis. Probably. There's 8 minutes left. It might be a choppy end to the third period, though. It was an endy chop to the first. It was a sloppy and long end of the first period. Now, we're not talking like NBA last 5 minutes, which takes an hour, but still. I think this has been only one of 2 TV timeouts so far this period. It's gone by relatively quick. But again, still... Well, it's now tied, I should say. Tied going into this one. Wild get the goal. And now all tied up again, ladies and gentlemen. All tied up again. Oh, so straight up the broadcast, ESPN broadcast is saying that Walker may have embellished that a little bit. Oh, he's no Kirill, but he's good, dude. The Blues have some good young players. You can do it. It's I don't even know all of them. I know most of them who were drafted a couple years ago and stuff like that, but I don't even, or 2 to 4 years ago. I don't even know some of their new wave guys. And they have been out skating the Wild for 2 periods straight. First period was a little bit more even back and forth, but they're quick, man. They're quick. And they're pouncing. They're not taking a second to wait, look to see who's there. So I give them credit. It was kind of like when the Wild faced Chicago. Chicago looked good that night, even though they're not a good team. And the Blues aren't necessarily a good team either, but they're looking good. And maybe it's the Wild just looking that bad, but still. It's all tied up here, and they have a chance to get this one. 8 minutes on the clock. But, like, yeah, dude, Kirill's, like, top 10, and you could even make an argument maybe even, like, higher. Where Jordan Kyrou isn't. But, like, he's good. He's good. Well, Neighbors is still young. Holloway is injured right now, I think. Skilled players, nonetheless, and they're having a good night, so got to give them credit where credit is due. Wild able to get that in on side. The first line. Ek looking for a shot. Doesn't land. Kaprizov trying to find his man behind the net and evading Kaprizov and getting that puck into the Wild zone. Seven minutes and 18 seconds. In the Wild zone. Wild fighting for it in the neutral zone. They get it back, send it up, and that lands right in the circle. The Blues zone. Kaprizov trying to keep it in the zone, and the Blues take it away. Blues blind pass into the neutral zone. Wild get it back. Both teams going to change. Well offside for the Wild, and we're going to have, I think that was Hartman who was offside. Yeah, Hartman was well offside after that change, and we're going to have a face-off right outside the blue line. Let's see. Yeah, Kyrou. Buchnevich is pretty good. Parayko's pretty good. Braden Shen's pretty good. Brandon Saad's still playing, eh? I forgot he played like a little bit with the Avs. Yeah, Brandon Saad, he's got a lot of miles on him, but Robert Thomas is good. Yeah, Robert Thomas is legit, actually. Holy fuck, 86 points last year. Yeah, Blues have some good young players. 6 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. Panthers down 2-4 to the Jets. That's crazy, right? Jets have been awesome this year. I may have swung and missed with my thinking Nashville's going to be good, but I did say that the Jets were going to be hard to play against, and they've been absolutely dominating thus far. There's a tough team to play against. They have good goaltending. Don't make a lot of mistakes. Holloway is playing okay, because I know, what was it? A couple games ago, he took was it a puck to the face? And a ripping shot there from the blue line and score! Brodin rips one from the left side of the blue line, and the Wild are up 3-2. Let's go, Jonas Brodin. Scoring another one recently as he scored his first a couple games ago. 7 points on the season for Jonas Brodin. Second goal of the year. Just a fucking clapper on the right side. It hit the right side. It didn't even hit the left of Jordan Binnington. How you should be upset for yourself on that one, Binnington. You should not have let that one in, but we'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2 Minnesota on that short left side. Yeah, Binnington wasn't covering any of that net. He wasn't covering any of that net, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
And the Wild are back up. I mean, this has been the story of the game. Wild score first. Blues answer. Wild score another one. Blues answer. I mean, if the Wild get one more goal here, my goal prediction will be correct. I said a 4-2 victory for the Minnesota Wild. I was just going to say, I don't get goal predictions right often. But maybe this could be the night. What a fucking clapper. And oh, man. I just missed who was looking to block the shot there from the Blues, but he just missed the puck. Let's go. It may be a sloppy ass game. It may not be the best Wild game, but they're fighting for it here. And I said, remember at the end of the second, it looked like the Blues want it more. Well, the Wild have that kind of energy. And what do the kids say these days? Aura to them right now. 26 shots on net for the Minnesota Wild. 22 for the Blues. If only we can just get some goddamn face-offs. But 20-29, yes. And this is, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but like, usually the Wild have been good in the face-off dot this year. I mean, even Nadino's getting beat. Brodeen, man. Brodeen. Jonas Brodeen is scoring. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Clapper. Just simplify the game. Simplify the game. There's an opening there. Don't need to do anything crazy. I have the lane. Bennington leaving the whole right side open. Way more than I thought. And there we go. He puts it home. Can the Wild survive the final? How many more minutes do we have? Like 4 more minutes of this period. Coming back from what I believe will be the last long TV timeout or TV commercial. Obviously, TV commercial. Big commercial break. TV timeout here. The rest of them will be the teams who use their last timeouts respectively, and then they'll sneak in a couple more commercials. Damn. I don't know if I can say this game's a fun game. The first period was fun. Even though we have more goals in the third than the first two periods. First period was fun. Second period and this period just been like stressful if you're rooting for the Wild. 5 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. But they're up. They're up in shots and up where it matters most in goals. Yeah, Hartman got his 4th. Brodeen got his 2nd. At least we haven't trailed. True. No, that's true. And that's huge. That's huge. Kaprizov got his 12th. And the Wild win the faceoff. Wild trying to keep the puck in the blue zone, and they do. Kaprizov weaving his way through the slot. Doesn't get a shot off. That goes wide. Boldy sends that one back to the corner. Nobody there. Eck tries to check his man. Blues, nice passing. They're able to skate that into the Wild zone. They dump it actually in the corner, and Faber getting it to Eck. Eck with it. All around the boards, and here comes Boldy. Boldy sending it in deep. Kaprizov chases as the Wild. They're going to get a change. You said they would have won, but they do have one in fairness. And a shot save by Bennington. But no, you bring that good juju. Keep it up, sis. 4 minutes and 55 seconds. God, I can't believe if Canada might have to go to a freaking Olympics with Jordan Bennington as their goaltender. That scares me, ladies and gentlemen. That scares me. Come on, pour it on. And the Blues able to get it out of their zone. Trying to get something going in the neutral zone. Nice pass to center and pass to the left side. Shot. That goes wide. Blues still have it back to their blue line. Shot through center. Doesn't get through, but gets back to the blue line. Again, shot to the slot. Doesn't get through, but his body's in front of Gustafsson, and the puck hit a body. Back to the right side. Nice job moving the puck well here. We got a Blues player who's down. Ladies and gentlemen. And a high stick, it looks like. Oh, and he's pissed. Braden Shen is pissed. Logan Thompson is 8-1. He'll probably end up being Canada's goaltender. Oh, wow. Chisholm with the high stick. Chisholm, what'd I do? Oh, the refs missed the high stick. Chisholm might have gotten away with near murder here. Shen saying there's 4 of you. Damn, they missed it. That's crazy. Hey, the Wild got away with one there. If there was blood, then they could call it, but they can't. I guess they can't call it if they didn't see it. Wow. You got to imagine the Blues are going to play with a little fire here these next couple shifts as they're pissed. And they have it. Oh, and a stick shattered. The stick shattered, ladies and gentlemen. That thing flew feet into the air. Pass back to the blue line, and you can see they're a little pissed off as that stick went flying, and I think that puck went offside. But anyways, Blues still have it. Wild fighting for it up the right side. Wild skating it through the neutral zone. And that's going to be offside. And oh, tempers flaring here. Some pushing and shoving on Foligno. Trennan getting mixed up with Falk. Oh, the refs might have to break up some stuff here in these final 3 minutes and 41 seconds. If he bleeds, we can kill it. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. I mean, that little Minnesota kid's being a little rat there to Foligno. Almost high-sticked him as well. Shout out to the Hibbing native who just got his first goal of the season. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. 27 shots for the Wild. They do lead 3-2. And the faceoff's going to come right outside the Blues blue line. The right side. Man, another faceoff win by the Blues. This is crazy. Blues pass left side. Shot. Beautiful shot there. Not sure if that hit Gus. Regardless, Blues get it back. Left side. They've been doing such a great job moving the puck on the blue line tonight, the Blues have. Kyer leaves it. Backside. Oh, he just went for a shot there, but the puck in the slot. Wild completely out of position, but they get it back. And they're skating their way through. Kaprizov right side. Kaprizov looking for somebody here. And he finds Faber. Faber back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov's backhand around the boards. Oh, nice. Shout to Goozy's training partner. Speaking of Minnesota natives. Boldy keeping it on the wall. Boldy trying to send it the length of the wall. Doesn't, but finds Kaprizov. Pinching there as a defenseman to keep it in. Rossi sends it around the boards. Wild make a change. Wild able to keep it in. Go Winnipeg. Winnipeg, they're a team that there's like some Canadian teams I'm not a fan of. Jets I actually like. Ottawa, it's whatever. Toronto, I hate. Montreal, don't like. Edmonton, don't really like. Calgary and Winnipeg, I'm like, yeah, okay. There's some respect there. Ottawa, kind of apathy, but they're kind of like, little bro, you know, I'd like them to succeed someday. Because I remember when I was a kid, they were really good, and they haven't been good since. They've been flat. There've been a few flash in the pans, but nothing really sustainable. Although I do think if they would have beat Pittsburgh in Game 7 in, what was it, 2017 or 2016? They probably would have beat, or Nashville might have won the Stanley Cup that year. Or, I mean, we don't know. That it might have been a little bit different. Sidney Crosby might not have gotten another one because that one was a razor close game. So yeah, that's like, they were a damn good team since. They've had a couple flash in the pan since, but nothing, sustainable. Good. Guess who's back? 1 minute, 55 seconds on the clock, and chasing down the ice here to try to avoid the icing was the Wild, but cannot do so. Brandon Saad gets down there. First, we're going to have a face-off in the Wild zone. It's been a stressful game, but overall a good game, Hockey from Home. And the Blues pull the goalie. Okay, where's Mateo? Where's Sean? So if Bennington, and Fleury at the end of the game skate off of their bench and fight, is it an automatic 10 game? Or is it just moot? Blues have it on the left side. Blues right one-timer, and that goes wide. Wild have not looked good shorthanded so far in this game, and with the extra man on the ice, Blues Looking good so far, but Kaprizov picks his pocket. Kaprizov looking to get this shot, and Kaprizov scores! Kaprizov just getting on the blue line, or just on the blue line, makes it 4-2. That is Kaprizov's second goal of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I knew he'd get an empty netter. I knew he'd at least get an empty netter. He has 2 goals. Oh my goodness, Kirill Kaprizov now has 13 goals on the season. 4-2. My goal prediction might actually come true. Wait, was it Gus? No, it was Kaprizov. That would have been crazy if it was Gus. Wild minus 135 cash money. And I got my score prediction right, which, well, we'll see. Maybe the Wild can get one more here, but 1 minute and 16 seconds on the clock. Gustafson, nice save there. Yeah, there's 1 minute on the clock. 1 minute on the clock. I've seen crazier things happen in hockey, but Wild finally have a comfortable lead with 1 minute left in the game. I'm not sure tonight. Hockey from home. I mean, the Canucks are facing some internal stuff right now, so probably the Rangers are going to win, but we'll see. Hopefully, JT Miller comes back soon. Game over. That would be so crazy if that was an Alfredson goal. But nope, that was Kaprizov right on the blue line. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the Wild have it. Binnington still in the net. St. Louis Blues elected not to pull him for that offensive zone faceoff. Odds on another Gus goal? Slim. I don't know. What do you think odds on that are? Game, set, match. Hattie watch. 33 seconds. I mean, they're still out there. That same line is still out there, but Binnington still between the posts. Plus 10,000 or 100,000. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2-1. Final score 4-2 for your Minnesota Wild. I can't believe I got my score prediction right, but I will take it. I will take it, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of a stressful game, back and forth. The Wild had an awful look on the penalty kill. But let's just go through this third period and highlights from the game before we hang up the skates. So, unable to get anything done on the power play yet again in this period for the Minnesota Wild. Their PK, they won a face-off and then nope, let a quick goal in. So the start of the period didn't really look that good for them, but then Brodin gets them back in the game with a freaking clapper from the blue line. Binnington just did not cover any of the right side up. There was a clear slot, and Brodin capitalizes for second goal of the year. The Wild got away with a clear high sticking penalty that Chisholm should have got called for, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. And then, yeah, Kaprizov gets the empty netter to allow the Wild to go up 2 goals and have a somewhat of a comfortable lead with only 1 minute left in the game, and they take this one in St. Louis. Gustafson was outstanding. Special teams were not good, but I mean, that's nothing really new. I mean, as much as we've been praising the Wild for their great start to the season, because it has been, sooner or later, you know, the chickens are going to come home to roost in regards to special teams, so they do need to tighten those up. Now, usually the penalty kill isn't as bad as the power play. Tonight, they were both not good. They were not good at all. What else do I have here? Blues were physical. Blues are amazing in the face-off. Blues are outskating the Wild. I think the Blues outplayed the Wild overall, but the Wild were able to come out with the win here, so good for them. Let me know your takeaways, guys. Let me know your takeaways. Rangers up 2-1. White flag. Krill 1 point back from M-Dog. Let's go. I can't believe it. Lucky call, but I didn't think it was going to be a high-scoring game, and it definitely wasn't a high-scoring game. They had to really... Both teams had to work for every goal. We'll see, Hockey. We'll see. Boo. We'll do it. We'll do it on that stream, Hog from home. Not a great game, but damn, don't give Curl that empty net. He's gonna get it every single time, right? Creepy Colors. Thank you so much for stopping by to get a comment in, buddy. Appreciate you. And by the way, everybody watching, smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe. We do multiple watch parties every single month for your Minnesota Wild. We got Edmonton coming up. We'll do that one as well, and then we'll get the December games teed up. Maybe even tomorrow we'll get all of December teed up. But anyways, we also have Wildly Informed, the podcast that will be live tomorrow. You guys, we interact with you guys in the live chat as well. And then every Monday, Judd's Buds, if you missed it, we post full podcasts on the channel. We stream full podcasts on the channel. We post original content and clips of our podcast every single day, and interviews with various Minnesota Wild players, other NHL players as well, and those working within the game and the Wild organization. But yeah, we'll take it. First period was fun. Second period and third, it was sloppy, and the Wild got outplayed, but they were able to still come ahead with one. 6-0 Oilers? Damn. Billy needs to start making some calls, shopping some picks, and even some of the younger players, like Jack Pert, for example. He's never going to make the Wild lineup. Dangle him. Yes, please, Hog from home. Yes, please. And Gus continues to steal games. Man, he's on another planet right now with how good he is. He's on another planet. Like, there were 3 goals. I mean, the first 4 shots of the game for the Blues, right away, they were on it. And Gus set the tone, in my opinion. That early onslaught, it was like a minute 10 of like the Blues just shot after shot after shot after shot right when the game started, before anyone really got their legs under them yet. Gus kept them in it and kind of set the tone, because the Wild looked, despite scoring more later in the game, like in this third period, for example, their best period was the first period, no doubt. But Philip Gustafsson, my God, dude. My God. He's a number 1 goaltender, and right now he's one of the best goaltenders in the league. It's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for the Edmonton Oilers game. Middleton with another point tonight. He's at 10. Kaprizov, 2 goals tonight. He is at 13 with 33 points on the season. Brodin scores his second goal, and Hartman scores his 4th goal of the season. Let's check out the box score quickly here. Foligno only played 11 minutes. Gaudreau 13. Kaprizov, 21. Yeah, Kaprizov, Boldy, they were the minute munchers. Rossi played almost 17 as well, though. The defense, as the game went on, Brodin, Faber played a lot. Middleton, Spurgeon, and Bogosian. Chisholm played a little bit less. Yeah, it wasn't the best night for Bogosian. Chisholm, had his moments, but wasn't his best night either. I'll say that overall, overall he was okay. But yeah, that last pairing wasn't the greatest here tonight, but we got away with it. That second power play line is depressing to watch. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's had its moment. Well, it's had its moments in other games. Freddie Gaudreau and Rossi at times have been able to make it exciting, but yeah, it's crazy to think that without Zuccarello, everything is just kind of, pardon my French, but just kind of fucked up right now, because they were in kind of a good groove and we knew what was working and what wasn't working. And even if some lines were doing that great, it's like weren't producing, at least they were playing good hockey. This game was weird. There was like some shifts that were good, some were bad. And I would say from every line, overall, the bottom 6 scared me a little bit in this game. I would say they haven't been as just reliable, and not reliable to score, because they're not going to be reliable to score all season, but I don't know, just not as sound this game, not as sound. Tied for 2nd in the league. Would you look at that?
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Good night, hockey. Good night. Okay, let me just bring up the Sota Pod channel here. So a quick plug for the channel, guys, and then we'll hang up the skates, because it is getting late and we all got to work tomorrow. But like I said, we got one more stream for the month of November. We'll get the rest up for December very, very soon. But I want to give a big shout out to everybody watching. If you're on Twitter, Facebook, X, I guess what they call Twitter now. Come over to YouTube, smash the like button on the stream. Really appreciate it. Trying to get to 20 likes before we hang up the skates and shut this down. Subscribe to the channel. We post full podcast episodes, full streams Monday, Wednesday for podcast episodes. And we post interviews, clips daily, ladies and gentlemen, and original content as well. There's something for everyone on the channel. And we already have the stream up for the Edmonton Oilers game. So go and drop a like on it right away. Check out the last Judd's Buds episode that aired Monday. And tomorrow we'll be back with a new Wildly Informed, myself and Brett Marshall. So if you haven't already, go subscribe to the Sota Pod. I appreciate you guys joining back for the Oilers game. And then, like I said, we'll get the entire December schedule up and posted as well. We're getting there. Yes. Thank you for all the support, Sean. Thank you for being a longtime member of the channel too. Do you feel like Lauko and Murat are so close to being good, but they kind of always fall short? Maybe it's because they're so young. I don't know. I would say Murat's a step above Lauko. Lauko's got some speed. I'll give him that. He's got some speed and he's got a decent shot. But like, there's been, I can't even count how many times where like Murat will like win the face off or pick his opponent's pocket. And he's fucking fast too. Speed into the offensive zone, and like we'll have a play in mind and like no look drop pass to no one, or like have like a spin around a pass where like you can see the play transpire, but like Lauko and friggin' Trent and whoever else is on the or on the fourth line, like they're not even involved in it because like they're very much like A to B, very simple tasks. I'm sure that they've been instructed to perform there. Where like seems like there's a little bit more to give. Hockey from Home 3. What's up? Yeah, Bruins firing their coach is crazy. I mean, they haven't been good. So, I mean, Spoke Z, he thought it was going to happen last week. Oh, Quinn Hughes with a sick goal. Let's go, baby. We got all the Hockey from Homes in the live chat. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Your Minnesota Wild come out of this one. Close game, but they come out of this one on top 4-2. As always, we'll be back very, very soon. As always, we'll be back every Wednesday. Tomorrow for Wildly Informed. Smash that like button and subscribe. What's up, Swerve? Smash that like button and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Again, you can find us audio form, podcast form, wherever you get your podcast from. Just look up the Sota Pod and a new episode of Fellowship of the Rink dropping first thing tomorrow. Back for the Edmonton game, back for Wildly Informed. You all have a great night, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace. I'm out of here.